Hello you all, welcome back to the YouTube channel called Walk With Me, and today's going to be a very different video than I usually do. I think I'm going to start doing these more often. It's a letter to, so this is a letter from men to women. That's what this video is called, a letter from men to women. All right, so what I wrote here is to learn to suffer as a human and not allow yourself to cause suffering to others. This is the duty and job of every human being. It's less about stopping the suffering and more about learning how to endure it so that you can be a better addition to the human race. Proceed to practice in doing what is right. Through doing what is right, the world has no choice but to alter. The more people that do right, the more harmonious the world is. The less selfish people are, the more harmonious the world may be. I believe as a man, our job is to lead. But how can you lead if you have no wisdom? Therefore, develop wisdom. But how is wisdom developed? Wisdom is developed through self-control, endurance, and purification of the mind in your speech and deeds. By doing this, we make ourselves better leaders. This world is in dire need of more strong leaders at this time, so I ask that all men begin to develop self-control. We are called to the front line because the world is in danger, and so are we. Through the confusion, we proceed forwards. Through the fear, we push, and amidst the chaos and pain, we persevere. I dream of a world that is great. I dream of a world that is loving. But I know this won't come from the outside in, but from the inside out. And women, the nurturers of the world, you are called to not participate with the antics of the devil. Do not assist him in your words, actions, or speech. Do this for his man, and we promise to help lead better. I see and know that we have let you all down and allowed this world to drift into this horrible place. We take full responsibility and ask for your trust in us again. You have very many reasons not to have trusted us before because we practice weak habits, but now we build strong ones. Now we learn to lead much better. Put your trust back in us, men. It seems that all of your trust in us has been lost. You want to compete with us for power. Why? I wish not to compete with you, but to lead and love all his sisters and not look at you with eyes of lust. It is hard, though, because the flesh is strong. I wish not to allow my lust to ever block my vision, but it happens constantly. Realize that we have no control over this lust. We have been indoctrinated to think that it is a good thing, and I have truly been fooled. I can only practice by what I know and by the knowledge that I have, and this is what leads me from here on out. Through the darkness, through the light, through the confusion, through the clarity, now I have knowledge and wisdom to guide me now. We have allowed the enemy to rule, and this must not go on any longer. Men, I call you to strengthen yourselves so that you may become better leaders. Women, I call you to begin to trust us again so that you may realize that we are changing this trajectory. I will not quit anymore. I have quit many things, but this battle I'm in now, I refuse to quit. Maybe you won't understand the battle or you don't have to, but I ask for your trust again so that we may put things back in their proper place and not allow the devil to distort and pervert this life we live in. Thank you. So I basically just put this down because I'm noticing in the world the balance of everything seems to have been lost. Things aren't in their proper place. Men aren't being leaders. Women aren't trusting men. Things have gotten so out of place. Nothing is the way it should be because we forget the purpose of every single thing that there is in life. Everything has a purpose. And when you use things outside of their purpose, you create confusion. So we have become confused and we have become battle. Men and women are becoming a battle with each other for power. And that should never happen. That should never be a thing. That shouldn't even be thought of. Men and women should not be battling for power. We're both powerful in our right places. Men should be the leaders. That's the way it is. That's the way it was set up. That men should be the leaders. I'm not saying that a woman can't lead. A woman can lead too. But men should be the leaders. Women should be the nurturers. Women should be submissive, but you can't blame a woman for not being submissive when they have a man that is weak. A man that is not willing to lead. How can I trust a woman how can I expect a woman to trust me to lead when I have no idea where I'm going? You have no reason to follow us whenever we're not. When we have no wisdom, don't follow us. But when a man has wisdom, when a man has striven and strive for wisdom, now you can begin to trust him because now I have vision. I can see. maybe I don't know exactly where I'm going or exactly what I'm doing, but I have confidence that each step I take is the right one because I put thought into each decision I make. I put strong thought into each decision, each step I take. I think a lot, and I used to think that my overthinking was a bad thing, but I'm starting to see that my overthinking is for my good. Before I thought it was so bad, but now I see I think a lot. I think a lot. Every decision I used to call it overthinking, but now I don't even call it overthinking. I'm very careful. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason that I think a lot. Because the one who doesn't think is just a slave to their desires and their passions. But once you start to add that thought, that strong thought to everything, even something as simple as the next meal you're eating, you start to think. See, you start to think. Most people, they don't think about what they're going to eat. They allow their taste buds to do the thinking for them. But when you start to contemplate, okay, I'm ready to eat, okay, instead of just going for what my taste buds want, what would be the best thing for me to eat at this moment? What would do the best for my body? What does my body need right now? Okay, I didn't get a lot of protein this morning. That means I need more protein in my lunch meal so that I can get through the whole day and not fall out weak. Okay, I got this much fat. I need a little bit more fat than that. So breakfast, I missed my fat because I didn't get the nuts and seeds because I didn't have them. So at lunch, I make sure I get some avocados or some guacamole in my meal so that I can get the fat I need. Things like this, just thinking. We have the ability to think, but we don't realize how powerful that ability to think is. Most animals don't have this ability that we have to think. This ability to think logically, it gives us such power because it takes us away from our animalistic nature when we begin to think. When we begin to, because we all think, but a lot of our thinking is disgusting thinking, is sensual thinking, is thinking for the body. When you begin to stop thinking for what's for the body and to begin to think with a purpose behind your thought, you create a stronger and stronger mind every day. You become stronger and stronger, and you become more able to see where your faults are. You become more able to point out when you see that something's trying to overtake you. Begin to become more able to, you feel that strength. You see the weakness. If you can't see the weakness at first, that's because you haven't built strength. But once you build strength, now you can see, okay, dang, that's weak. I know weakness now because I didn't know strength before, so I couldn't distinguish between what's strong and what's weak. I was just kind of going with the flow of life, and I was just kind of doing whatever feels good in the moment. But now I see that's weak. I won't do that. I don't want to be weak, because if I'm weak, then my mind is going into bad places, and I can't go into that bad place because weak things lead me to hell. Strong things will lead me right to heaven. So I'm trying to go to heaven. That's why I want to go, and I don't want to wait till after I die to go to heaven. I want to go to heaven in this life. I'll get to heaven, and if I could go beyond heaven, I'll do that too. So this is just a message that I want to put out for from us men to women, just to ask for your trust again. I promise you that there's men out there that are beginning to build strength, and they're fighting the battle. I know that many men are fighting a battle right now because I'm fighting, and I know exactly the battle they're fighting because I fought it, and I know that they're battling every day, and it's a battle whenever you choose to live rightly. Men that live rightly, and women, stop going for men that don't live rightly. You go for men that don't live right. You know they don't live right, but you call yourself God. You want to be let me see, how do I put this? You want to be You want to be a pure person, right? You're a pure woman, right? You're pure, beautiful, pure woman, all right? You go searching for men that are impure. What do you think is going to happen to your purity if you're always around someone that's impure? You're going to block out all that purity, and that impurity is going to begin to take over your mind, body, and soul. And you don't want that. So if you're a pure woman, don't let this society convince you that getting a bad man that doesn't live the right way is the way to go because it's cool. It's not cool. It's sad that people live certain ways, and that women think that it's cool to go for a man that's out there risking his life every day. He's out there. He's out there. His mind can't be okay because he's constantly in danger. He's constantly worried, looking over his shoulder. He can't even live his life without anxiety inside because he lives a certain way that's dangerous. And I guess I don't know what part of that women find attractive. I don't know exactly what part. I don't know if that's built into a woman to go for the one that's more dangerous because they feel more protected. Maybe it's that, but I promise you there's something way more protecting than that. A man that has wisdom to guide you, that's more protecting than any man that can go out there and kill someone for you. A man with wisdom protects you from everything. He sees things before it happens. He sees things before it happens. He's able to plan things much better. He's able to stop things before they happen because he sees it coming. That's much better. A mentally strong man is much better than a physically strong man. A man with wisdom is a man that thinks before anything. A man that tackles any problem in front of him before the problem begins to become a bigger problem. So I ask for y'all's trust again, and I ask for y'all to not assist the devil with his antics. A lot of women assist the devil with his antics, and I'm not going to go into detail about what I mean by that, but do not assist him. Do not assist the devil. Men are in battle right now, and if you women choose to assist the devil, that's really unfortunate, and I hope that you not do that anymore. I ask for your trust again. Please give us your trust. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.